I also would like to recognize our board members that are present. So if you serve on the board, could you raise your hand? So Donna Kaufman is our education chair. Barbara Barth is here somewhere. She's our literary arts chair. There's Barbara. Joy Poole is our secretary. Nancy Moat is the treasurer. Reed is our gallery chair. And of course, Hope's the director. I am the president. I failed to say who I was. And then we have Paul, who is our vice president.
And then we have Julie.
Julie, sorry. And Julie is our guild chair. Did I miss anyone? Okay. I'm going to turn it over to Hope. She's going to tell you a little bit about our classes and all the other things we have going on.
Thank you, Laura. We have typically in a typical month, summer is a little bit less because we have our summer camps going on and those keep us super, super busy. But typically through the year, we have at least 60 classes every single month. We have classes for kids and adults and teens. We have everything from tons of pottery classes to painting, paint and sip, drawing, knitting, all kinds of lots of fun ways for you to get involved and try something new. One of the things I hear a lot is, I'm not an artist, I don't know how to do this, or I've wanted to do this since I was a kid, or I took pottery when I was in high school and I want to try it again. And so we are that kind of place where you can feel comfortable to come and try something new. And our teachers are wonderful and will help you make a success of anything that you try. And so we just encourage you to let others know about our classes. And if you're interested, I know a lot of y'all are artists already. If y'all are interested in teaching a class, we'd sure love to talk to you. Donna, especially back there, she's our education chair. She's the one who coordinates our classes. If you've never taught before, she has 20 years experience teaching art, tons of wisdom and good advice and good steps to get you started. So talk to Donna or me, but Donna's really the main one you need to talk to. The other thing I want to let you artists know about, and we do have these class lists, so please feel free to pick one up. Feel free to share it with friends. That these days people need an outlet and people need something fun and something to look forward to and some new connections to make. And we are the place to do that. And the other thing that we have for you are our new 2022 postcards that have our shows on it and our two kind of big events, our garden tour, which will be in May, and we already are starting to plan that and have a fabulous set of homes for you to go see for the garden tour. That will be May 14th. And then, and then our Christmas tour of homes in December. So we have that planned for December 10th. And then our gallery shows are listed on here. The ones that you all might want to know about is our tiny art show that will be coming up the end of May. And that's a new venture for us. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I've already gotten tons of really good input and just good excitement from the artists about this tiny art show. So that's the end of May. And then the regional show, which is our yearly annual juried art show that's coming up in the late summer or early fall. So pick up one of these just to remind you of what's going on. Our website's on there. You can always jump on there and see what we have going on in our classes. And be sure to ask me any questions that you have, anything that you want to do, anything you'd like to see us doing here, any volunteer opportunities you'd like to know about, be happy to talk with you. All right, on to the awards. This is Carl Strackledine. He is our Vice President.
Thank you, Hope. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It's great to see you. It's a beautiful, chilly evening, and what better reason to come out on a Friday night than to support the arts, support the Arts Center, but also to support your artist friend, family, or promote yourself and your artwork. So thanks for coming. We appreciate you being here. As Hope and Laura mentioned, we are a nonprofit, but we are a very integral part of the downtown and Monroe and Walton County community. We're Monroe-Walton Center for the Arts, but our goal is to create community and to bring artists together and allow them to share their talents and share their feelings. I've heard it said that art is a journey. However, I often look at the art here tonight in other galleries, online, in famous museums, and it's very easy to be deceived. It's very easy to look and see a beautiful frame, a lovely piece of glass, an awesome piece of art inside that glass or frame or sculpture on a pedestal. What we don't see, what we actually see is the image that the artist wants us to see. We don't see what's behind the scenes. Yes, art often shares our joys, but more often, art shares our pain and our suffering. And some of the greatest artworks in the world have been part of that pain and suffering. If you have shared that tonight, thank you. That's a personal thing. It's easy to hide behind glass frames, masks. It's easy, but to put yourself out there and to share your creation and your vision is a treat, and it's an honor that we get to partake in that. And I want to say good on you for taking that step and putting yourself out there. So thank you very much. Art is more than a journey. Art is a reflection of our joys and our suffering. In terms of suffering, many artists have suffered. Over the years, we can make note of famous artists, people like Renewal, who was basically a crippled arthritic, especially in his later years, yet he was able to paint through the pain and create art that is famous today. Gogh was rejected on his first 2 attempts and to get into art school. He actually had to call a family friend, and it was a who you know type thing for him to actually get into art school. Matisse once visited the New York Museum of Modern Art 2 months after his piece was hung, only to find out they hung it upside down. He corrected it very nicely and left. Monet's father was quite disappointed when he chose a career in art. You see, Monet's father thought he would have been a much better grocer. Yes. So, that pain and that suffering, the rejections that these artists feel, came through in their art in the long run. Leonardo Da Vinci, he was a lefty. You know what they say about left-handed people? You know, he was a lefty. And he never flew. His big dream was a flying machine, and he failed. He fell over and over. Yet, his art lives with us today. His pain, his suffering goes on and on through his art. And finally, Van Gogh. Van Gogh sold 1 painting while he was alive. 400 francs, I think, was what the number was, which was not bad in those days, but 1 painting. And now he's considered one of the top artists in the world. So it's through that pain and through that suffering that we get to share, and it's through that we get to learn, and it's through that I think we also get to heal. So thank you all for sharing. We've got some great awards tonight. I'm going to go through first the honorable mentions. We have a nice award ribbon for the honorable mentions. And if I call your name and you're here, please come forward, starting with Sandy Blanchard for Craig's Buddy. How about Joseph Gargas with fertilizer plant, not here either, okay. Renee Braga? Renee? With dory boat? Okay, I know that we have this artist here. Honorable mention, Rylan Wyrick. Rylan? There we go. Rylan, half the battle is showing up. Okay, next honorable mention is Peggy Malcolm with Where Are the Hens? Okay, let's move on to Linda Russell with Soft Desert Sand.
She's here.
Here's Linda. Next honorable mention is Catherine Summers with A Winter Reverie. And also an honorable mention, the esteemed Essie B. Johnson with Granddaughters. Our next honorable mention is Bernadette Rose Smith with Phoenix Rising Beyond Breast Cancer. And our last honorable mention is Mike Roberts with Stalwarts. Mike? No. All right, so let's get into the juicy part. This is where we give money away. I like that. And by the way, if you're new to the Art Center or considering being an artist, being a member here allows you the opportunity to bring your merchandise, bring your artwork, and sell it here in our shop. It's a beautiful program. I love volunteering here and being able to hand people checks when they come in and they're very nervous and say, "Excuse me, you have a check for me?" Yes, we do. My wife's a retired artist, so I love to see artists get money. So although we don't have a ton of it, we do have cash prizes. Our first award is for 2D, and the second place prize is Pat Zwarg for Room with a View. Pat here? Pat will be receiving $60 along with her second prize award. And our first prize in 2D art is Nancy Jeanette Long for Silver Bow. Is Nancy? She would have won $125. She's still winning. Moving on to our 3D. Our 3D first prize, or excuse me, second prize in 3D art is Bab's Call for Catch the Wave. Babs is receiving a $60 check along with a prize award. All of our awards are handmade here in the center. The majority is made in our pottery studio downstairs. Pardon me. By the way, housekeeping. While you're here, we mentioned the bathroom here on this level. There's also a bathroom upstairs. There's a pottery studio downstairs. If you haven't been to the pottery studio or to the upstairs classrooms, feel free to wander and check them out, because that's a great place that you'll come for education. Okay, moving on to photography. Second prize in the photography division is Gina Bramble with Wormslow Plantation. Congratulations, Gina. A check for $60 and an award.
Surprise.
Heading into the youth division. That's another fun part of our art center is we have a very active youth program. Our teacher is like the Pied Piper with the kids. Second prize in the youth program is Chelsea Hoffman for Radiant. Chelsea's not here, maybe in bed. already. And first prize is Lily Kate Holder for Soy Yo. And the youth category does also win the cash prizes too. Moving into functional pottery, second prize in the functional pottery division is Kim Roberson for Escaping the Reef. Thank you, Kim. I plug Kim in and I unplug her every night. My wife bought a sculpture fountain from the last show that Kim did, and it plugs in. So moving, let's see, functional pottery. First place is Linda Russell with Dogwoods.
Still here?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, I went on stage. Congratulations.
Thank you, Linda. Check for $125. And then our final category tonight is our fiber competition. Our second prize is a beautiful functional piece also by Carol Bolden called Bag. Carol, could make it for me? And then our first prize in the fiber division is Brooke Hoffman with Adenium. All right, so our fiber winners are noted. And then our final category is our best in show, and we take that one. Oh, under photography. Let's see. First place is Richard Botterson. Richard? For Diana of the Chase. It's right on the back side of this wall right here. Beautiful photography. So again, finally, to the best in show. Our best in show, won by a true artist and craftsman, and we are just blessed to have him as part of our group, Paul Sen for Moulton. Thank you, Paul, and thank you everyone for entering and being part of the community. We, as a board, are a board of volunteers. We have a very, very small staff here. So it takes a community, it takes a village to put this all together, to hang the shows, to take them down. And anytime you get the urge or the whim to get involved or give back a little bit, we'd love to have you as a volunteer here in our community. So thank you all very much. A couple of quick housekeeping things. If you don't mind, leave your badge on the front table before you leave so that we can have your badge next time you come. We'll recycle them. And I think that's it. Oh, if you want an award, we want to get a photograph of you in front of your piece tonight too. So take your award and hang out by your artwork. So thank you all very much. God bless you. Have a great evening and keep creating art.
Good morning. I'm Tisha Pham with the Walton Youth Project, and we work here with the Partnership for Family, Children, and Youth and with Family Connections. And normally I tell you all of the things that we have going on in youth development, but this morning we want subscribers. So I'd like to invite you to subscribe to our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Facebook and Instagram are at Walton Advocates, and YouTube is the Walton Youth Project. We are currently working on a photography campaign, which is called Unite Walton. We're also working with an interview series called Pillars of Walton, in addition to our after-school mentoring services. So please like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you online. Thank you.
Good morning, this is Jody Johnson. I'm here with another recreation report. I want to say go Dogs. We're real proud of the Georgia Bulldogs winning the national championship. I was around 11 years old last time that happened, so it was a proud moment. I know my kids really enjoyed, and we got to spend some quality time during that game. So hope all of you did. And if you're not a Georgia fan, well, there's always next year. We're finishing up our basketball season right now. We just finished it this past season, past weekend. Had a great year. A lot of good teams playing in the tournament, and all that winded down on Saturday. We had a couple games on Monday this past week on February 1st. So another basketball season in the books, and now we'll turn to some of our travel, which is our all-star season. The teams will be selected. We play a kind of an inter-county tournament where somewhat of an all-star team from Loganville and Monroe and Social Circle get together, and they'll play each other and see which team will represent Walton County in the GRPA, the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association tournament. We do allow the winner of that tournament to pick up a couple of the kids from the other side if they so choose, and then they'll move on to that tournament at the end of February. And then if they win that, they'll move on to the state tournament, which will be held all over the state here. So looking forward to Walton County represent. We usually do very well in this tournament. Usually a few teams of ours do advance. So good luck to those all-star teams this coming up. Our spring sports have already started as well. Registration is complete. There are a few spots left if you didn't get signed up for any of our spring sports. Even though some of the baseball and softball, the teams are being evaluated. Some of the soccer teams are being evaluated. It'd be kind of hard to get in on those teams right now, but call our local office. You can go on our website at waltoncountyga.gov if you missed out, and there just might be a slot for you. We are still taking registration for our spring track and field. So if that may be something you want to do, we're trying to get to one of the local high schools to utilize their tracks, and we'll practice a couple of days a week, and then there'll be 6 or 7 meets that you'll go to. Some of them will be local, and some of them as far as Jefferson and that area. So track and field's a good sport. We have about 40 kids registered in that, but overall our registrations are up about 200 or 300 kids overall. So we have close to 2,000 kids registered for our spring sports program. So it was a big registration. We appreciate everybody getting in and doing it in a timely manner. Again, we're doing our evaluations and our drafts and team selections, all that stuff right now for our spring sports. So wish the weather would work out a little better. I know, some days we're getting up into the 50s, but the rain kind of keeps coming and going, and these snow showers. So hopefully we just got past our Groundhog Day. Hopefully they're correct where we've got spring just around the corner, and we have some good weather headed our way into the early of March. We have a lot of things going on facilities-wise here in Walton County. The new community center at South Walton, it's a little bit behind schedule now. The finish day is April 18th for that, so it's has been a little bit delayed. But we'll get that one open. Our walking track down there will be open around that time as well. So around April 18th, we should have everything done down in Social Circle. It's right across the street from our South Walton Athletic Complex. And in Walnut Grove, we have acquired an additional 120 acres. So we've got a massive park that we're going to be building over the next year in that particular area. So in the area of where the old Corn Dogs location was, where the skating rink and the rodeo and the corn maze, all that stuff that was up there off Highway 81. So we'll be constructing a massive park there with athletic fields, soccer fields, amphitheaters. All those things will be located at that particular location. We're working on the pickleball courts there at Ayers Park in between. We've got the concrete slab done, the fence is up. We're waiting on a few warm days so we can get the coating on the concrete. So we've got that process already bid out, and the company's just waiting on the weather to cooperate. We're doing some of the landscaping also right now, so we've got a lot of our crews up there working on moving the dirt, getting it leveled out, and we'll be laying sod and putting a few landscaping trees and bushes in as well. So the walking track is complete. The Frisbee golf course is about 95% complete. I think they lack one more tee throwing area that they're going to work on. So that park is really coming together and is just really within a few weeks will be very usable for everyone. So we hope you'll get out. We want to have all these projects ready for you come the springtime, because we know that's when everybody wants to get outside, enjoy the spring weather, and we hope everyone is healthy. But until then, we always say, you know, our community centers are very much climate controlled. So prior to that, get out to our community centers. It's a very inexpensive way to get out and exercise. Remember, go to our website at waltoncountyga.gov. It's the best place to get all the information and all the programs that we have. And we do have a lot of programs going on. So as always, remember, sportsmanship starts at home. And thank you very much.
Good morning, and I'm Joel Bernson, the Walton County Ag Extension Agent here in Monroe, and I wanted to talk to you today about some of the opportunities that our Extension Service has for you this upcoming month. It is February, and I know a lot of us are not thinking about the summer quite yet, but it is time to start thinking about 4-H summer camp, especially if you have younger kids, 5th, 6th grade, and into high school. And I'll go over some of the camps that we have available. Our first summer camp is will be at Rock Eagle in Eatonton, and this is for 5th and 6th graders, and that is going to be June 27th to July 1st. And registration is open for that, and if you're interested, please stop by the office. We have a lot of information that you can pick up, or you can give us a call, and we'll be happy to talk with you and get your child registered for the Cloverleaf Camp. Then we have our Georgia 4-H Senior Camp. This is going to be held July 4th through the 8th, and this is for high schoolers that are in 9th through 12th grades. Again, registration is open, and you can stop by and get information on that camp. We also have Georgia 4-H Extreme Senior Camp. This is also for 9th through 12th graders, and it will be held June 6th through the 10th. And this is a very fun camp with a lot of outdoor activities for high schoolers. Then we have our Georgia 4-H Junior Camp. This will be held on Jekyll Island June 6th through the 10th. And this is open to 7th and 8th graders. So if you have a child in 7th and 8th grade, please stop by because we do have limited space, so the earlier the better to get registered. And then we, last but not least, we have our Georgia 4-H Wilderness Challenge Camp. This is for children who are a little bit more interested in outdoor activities, if they enjoy that. And it's open to all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade 4-Hers. And the dates will be either June 20th through the 24th or July 4th through the 8th. We're still waiting to see what our spot will be, but that will be at Wausiga 4-H Center, which is in Dahlonega. So that will be a fun camp too. And we also know that camp is not cheap. It can be expensive. So we do have a onion sale fundraiser for the 4-Hers. So if they're interested, for every bag of onions that they sell, they'll get $5 off their camp registration. So if the kids are ambitious, that can add up, and we have a lot of kids who do get a lot of money taken off their registration by the onion sale. And we also have that information available for your kid to get involved in the 4-H onion sale fundraiser. So that is it for the 4-H events. The last thing I wanted to talk about was I'm a month late, but January was Radon, National Radon Awareness Month, and not a lot of people know about radon. It's an odorless, tasteless gas, and it can be in the air and it can be in well water. And we are offering testing either through the air or the water. And Walton County is actually a high-risk county for radon. We do see a lot of tests that come back in the higher levels, And so please give us a call or stop by. We have test kits available, and we'll be happy to talk with you about that. But we're trying to get as many people as possible to test their air and water for radon. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful, the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Staying super busy here at the center. We've been busy, getting ready for some spring events that's going to be here before we know it. We have scheduled one event. We're going to partner up with the Loganville Lions Club, and we'll be doing a document destruction on Saturday, April 2nd, from 10 to 12, and we'll be doing that at Loganville City Hall. We will get out some flyers and we'll talk a little more about that going forward, but go ahead and mark that on your calendars. It'll be a good chance to get rid of any sensitive documents you have. And again, that'll be on Saturday, April 2nd, from 10 to 12 at Loganville City Hall. We're trying to work out doing a paint day sometime in April as well. Preferably as close to Earth Day as we can get it done. We're kind of waiting to hear back from the company we normally work with to see if they can kind of fit that in. That's a really busy time of the year for them as well. So we'll keep you posted more on that going forward. As far as here at the center, it's that time of year where a lot of people are cutting back their crepe myrtles and stuff like that, and we're still seeing a whole lot of yard waste coming in down here. And we're having to turn those people around, and sometimes people are upset because they've driven quite a ways to get here. So just wanted to remind you that all yard waste, things like tree limbs, shrubs, grass clippings, leaves, they need to go to an inert landfill. And I know I say this often, but that is how many people we have come down here trying to bring us those. So try to make a point to say it every time. We have several inert landfills in the county. We'd be happy to direct you to the one nearest to you, get you a telephone number where you can call and get pricing and how they do things there. So just if you have those items and don't really know what to do or where to take them, just give us a call. Our number here is 770-267-1421. We'd be happy to get you steered in the right direction. Also, like I always do, if you've never been to our center, don't really know what we're doing here, come down and see us. Let us walk you through, show you what's going on, help you get started recycling. If you're already an avid recycler, let us help you find something new to recycle or other things you can do. We can talk about composting, some other conservation tips on things you could be doing. We'd be happy to help you with any of those things. So come out and see us, give us a call. We'll keep you posted on the spring events we have coming up. There'll be some cleanup opportunities. Again, I would encourage anybody that would be interested in doing some volunteer work to come out to one of our meetings. It's the first Wednesday of every month at noon. We have a lunch meeting, and you can get an idea of what we're doing and where you may be able to help, or you can also pitch in with some ideas. We're always looking for some. So there are a lot of opportunities to be involved with Keep Walton Beautiful and a lot of things we're doing. And again, we'll keep you posted on here going forward with some of the things we have coming up, and we're looking forward to getting busy and to going out doing some things that make a difference. So until next time, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey guys, we're here at Athens Orthopedics Clinic in Monroe. So they have opened a new location here in Monroe near the old hospital. We're behind Ridgeview Ridgeview Hospital now. We've got Sherry here with us and a couple of the other staff here, as well as Sadie Krozik from the city of Monroe. So you want to say a couple words about what y'all are doing here?
Sure. We're so happy to have you guys and a big welcome. We got a big attendance here on the drizzly day. But we've been in this location for just about, 2 months, Matt, now? And we're so excited to welcome everybody. The big difference about this location is we have on-site physical therapy. And so that is something so convenient to our patients to have that right under one roof. So right here we have the x-ray, physical therapy, and of course clinic visits right here. And then we have surgery center that's just in Loganville. So that's super quick, super convenient for Walton County patients as well. So we're thrilled. Beside me is our nurse practitioner, Tia.
Hello.
This is her home base, so I'll let Tia say a few words.
Hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming. We're very excited about our new location. We're really excited to offer the services like Sherry was talking about. We love the physical therapy here. We love being able to offer the x-ray, which we do at every location. But it's been great. It's a great location, so come see us. We're here.
Awesome. Sadie, did you want to say a couple words?
Yes, on behalf of the City of Monroe, we're so glad that you guys have been here for a while in Monroe, but that you've come to this location where you can offer more services. So we love that. We love to see businesses continue to thrive here and for citizens to have more access to things they need. So thank you guys for being a part of our community.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all mind telling everybody what y'all's address is now?
Sure, it's 705 Breedlove. And is that Breedlove Drive? Is that right? Okay. Thank you for the backup. So 705 Breedlove Drive, and I think everybody knows where the old hospital is. So we're right next door. So
We are Suite
Y'all ready to go
200.
catch
Sorry, Suite 200.
Suite
200.
Y'all ready to go picture of them?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's
Do
go.
3. Hello, everybody. So, many of you know who I am. And my name is Ashley Dykes. I am a transplant to Social Circle. I grew up in Cobb County, and I moved here for my husband. Many of you might know my husband. He is the fire chief of the city of Monroe, and I'm very blessed to be here. Before coming to Project Renewal, I worked with Walton County DFACS. I was a foster care case manager, and before that, I did clinical research for pharmaceutical companies dealing with mental health and Alzheimer's disease. So, but we're here to learn about Project Renewal and what we do for the community. We are a nonprofit organization that is a domestic violence intervention program and emergency shelter. We have a 24-hour crisis line, and anyone can call at any time of the day, and there will be someone that can provide assistance, provide resources. If they meet the criteria for needing assistance, we can bring them in. They go to the police department to be escorted to our facility because we are confidential. And it is really, I'm so honored to be able to work there and to make an impact in our community. And what I do have some statistics. There are 1 in 4 women are victims of domestic violence in their lifetime. And 1 in 7 men are victims of domestic violence. In 2021, we served over 3,925 victims of domestic violence. And that is statewide. In Walton, we served 632 victims in 2021. Before, in 2020, we served over 800 victims of domestic violence. And domestic violence isn't a one-time thing. A lot of our clients that we see, survivors that we see, are repeat clients. It takes a person an average of 7 times to leave an abusive relationship. And each time that they need us, we're going to be there for them because we know that it's a cycle. We know that it's not something that can be, there's a lot of mental abuse and coercion and a lot of manipulation. So they're going to be drawn back to their abuser. And we just try and provide those resources and those tools to let them know that they can serve, and they can survive on their own. We do provide rental assistance, and if they can find affordable housing, that is our biggest challenge right now, is finding affordable housing for someone that is on a single income, mostly minimum wage, and rent is through the roof. But we do partner with organizations in our community. We do have state and federal grants. We are grant funded. We receive donations from community, people in the community. And without community support, we really couldn't do what we do. Not only do we have the 24-hour crisis line, but we have a case manager that works with them. She meets with them within 24 to 48 hours of them getting to our facility, and she has them map out a plan as to how they're going to be successful. It is a 30-day program because it is an emergency shelter. And when we get, if they get to that point of 30 days being up, if they're working and doing what they can to get to where they want to be, and making progress, we don't just kick them out. We can provide extensions if they need them. We also have a transition specialist that works with them after they leave our program for up to a year. She checks in with them monthly, makes sure that, if they need help with utilities or anything, if they need home goods or anything like that. A lot of times we provide furniture because they come to us with nothing. A lot of times they're fleeing, so they can't pack a lot of things. So when they come in, they go through an intake process. We provide them with clothing, toys for their children, because a lot of our victims come with at least 1 to 2 children. In the last year, 15.5 million children were affected by domestic violence. And that is nationwide. And 7 million experienced severe domestic violence. And if they, it's a cycle. It's very cyclical. So if that's the way that they see their mom being treated, they're going to think that that's okay and that's the type of relationship that they want. February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, and we really need to be aware of what a healthy relationship looks like. It's not, name calling or anything. Domestic violence isn't just physical violence. It is a financial control, isolation, name calling, the threat of, this is what I can do to you. If you leave me, you're gonna have nothing. They get them away from their families. They make, you're not gonna work. I'm gonna take care of you. It's all about romancing and getting them to where they think that they're gonna be taken care of for the rest of their life. And then, it can just be one thing that sets them off, or it's always going to be their fault. I did this because you did this. When in actuality, it's not their fault at all. It is definitely, since COVID and being isolated at home, people working from home, there isn't really an escape from it. There is more of a financial strain. We do see it, like calls decrease when people get their tax returns because there's money coming in. There isn't that financial stress, and it is definitely it is definitely something that we would really like to be able to work ourselves out of a job, but unfortunately we don't see that happening anytime soon. It's all about awareness and what it is, and the fact, just trying to get our name out there to know that there is that resource. And you don't have to come into our shelter to receive our services. We do outreach services where you can, if you just need help with utilities, or you've got a safe place to be. If you've got a safe place to be, we would prefer that you be there. And we can help with, that, or we have a peer support group that meets. There's one that meets in each county that we serve, and then we also have them come to our shelter, and that's open to anyone that needs to be able to talk and meet with people that are in similar situations. We have a children's advocate that works with the children that we serve to help them get back into school, get them connected with, back into either the school that they want to be at or wherever they're living. There is the McKinney Veto Act, which allows homeless children to go and stay in the school system that they will, that they're currently at. They will provide transportation. So we work with the school systems to make sure that they can get picked up by a bus and transported back to their facility, because kids don't understand. They really don't, and we want to keep them as normal, make them feel as normal as possible. So if they can stay in the school system that they're at with their friends, that's something that's consistent. They don't need something that is constantly changing. They need to be safe. That's truly what we want for them, is to make them feel safe. That they're going to be, they don't have to see that. That's not normal. We want to break that cycle. We don't want to see them, have to live in fear for the rest of their life or their childhood, in order to get to what they're doing. We are gearing up for Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to plug that because that is our big fundraiser for the year. It's March 19th. If you would like to be an ad sponsor or a sponsor, I have the marketing materials for that. They start at $100, and we also have tickets. We have a lot of dignitaries, as we like to call them, and famous people from Walton County. We have, in Walton, we have Heather Boyce that's dancing, Janice Baldwin, Randy McGinley, and the former chief of police, Keith Glass, that is dancing from Walton County. But we also have Newton people and Rockdale County people that are dancing. One thing that is also coming down the pike is we are going to be experiencing severe budget cuts this year. Almost $137,000 worth of budget cuts that we're going to be experiencing.
Is that state or federal?
That's federal. That is federal. Now, Governor Kemp has the American Rescue Plan Act. He has funds that he can allocate. So we're just trying to make sure that he's aware that he knows of our dire situation. That's across this is across the state. It's not just our domestic violence shelter that's affected. It's sexual assault centers that are affected. It is the CACs, so A Child's Voice is going to be affected. and we just need, we need as much community support as we possibly can. We need to find other avenues of grant opportunities. So if you guys know of any grant opportunities that are available that I can apply for, please send them my way. I'll be more than happy to apply for them.
Is there a certain age group that you work with more than others?
Probably it's more like the 20s to 30s to 40s age. That's not, and then we get a lot of children. So we work with the children. Our children's advocate makes sure that they have activities that they can do. When they were doing, virtual school, she would make sure that they had, all the things that they needed to ensure that they get school supplies, they get toys for Christmas, they always get an intake bag themselves with toys and things like that they can play with. And we have, our shelter is a 22-bed facility that is kind of like an apartment. We have a common area and then bedrooms off to the side, kind of like a dorm room. You're not sharing a sleeping space with someone. We try and make it as comfortable and homey as possible. So you don't feel like you're at a shelter per se. So.
Actually, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
As far as the safe home, and you said that I'm using the mother and the children to come in with nothing but clothes on the back.
Yep. A lot of times.
So, will you all accept donations of gently used children's clothing?
Yes.
Diapers?
So
things like that?
we will accept diapers. Those need to be new though.
Those are not gently used.
Yes, so starting back next week, actually, we are taking gently used items. We take furniture, we take anything that can help people get on their feet. Kids' clothes, women's clothes, toiletries, toilet paper or paper towels, things that we can use in the shelter, water bottles, anything like that. Anything that we can use, or with cleaning supplies. We give them cleaning supplies because those can be expensive when they move out. So they don't have to worry about those types of things. They leave usually with tons of way more than they come with. So they usually come with they leave like a U-line bit of information.
So is the safe house in a location that's kind of central to the counties that you cover? You don't have a safe house in each county, do you?
No,
Okay.
we have one location, and we work very closely with the police and sheriff's departments. We try and educate them. We try and do trainings with them. We do community trainings just to bring awareness to domestic violence, and with the police departments and sheriff's departments, we try and educate them on what who the primary aggressor is, because a lot of times you can't distinguish who the primary aggressor is if the abuser has wounds on them, defensive wounds on them, or you can't, or they're going to claim she did this, she started this, but we just try and educate them. Our shelter manager does a lot of that training with them and things like that.
So if I had some items that I feel like would be beneficial,
yes.
I can get in touch with you, and I could actually get those items to you.
Absolutely.
And you can take, because I do.
Yes, and then our donation center is open every Thursday from 9 to 2. So you can drop them off as well, but I would be more than happy to meet you and collect them myself. So.
Are your 22 beds usually okay?
Right now they're not. We have, because of COVID, we have limited them to one person per unit. I think we actually did double up yesterday, one of the rooms, but we currently have hotel funds. So if someone calls and they need shelter and assistance and we don't have room, then we can put them in a hotel. We currently have people in a hotel.
How many units do you have? Is it like
We have
10?
6.
So 6 units, 22 beds.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
And we have something for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
It's a sponsorship for your fundraiser.
Oh, yay. Awesome.
So you can use it for what you see.
Oh my goodness.
fit, and
Thank you.
hopefully it'll help and definitely keep us posted.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you all so much. This is amazing. Love it. So you guys are going to be a silver sponsor or something? Let's see.
Wherever you do this, whatever helps y'all the most.
You're a gold sponsor with this amount.
All right.
So
Good job.
we're going to be on the. You guys are going to be on the sponsor page of the event program. You get. Did you guys fill this out by chance?
We have not filled that out.
And then I have pens and goodies. These goodies.
We're here at the new Publix, and we're going to kind of search things out and see. Looks like there's a pretty good crowd here today. I'm going to get up and get a little bit of altitude so we can see a little closer what's going on here. Oh, yes, there looks like quite a few cars here today. The Ross's is over here, hasn't opened yet, but they will be opening soon. Let's get over here and look at some of the parking area here. Go a little bit sideways here and we'll just kind of get a shot of the parking lot. This is Sunday, February the 6th. And this is the new Publix that opened Wednesday. And as you can see, there's still quite a few cars. People still checking it out. It is a beautiful store. That's, I think, what you call a mezzanine, where you can get up there and eat and watch your fellow shoppers as they're shopping, getting their groceries. Entertainment for Monroe. It is a pretty busy place today, and now we'll just kind of take some shots here as we go over. We're going to get up just a little bit higher so you can see the parking lot from a different perspective. You see there is quite a bit of room for parking here. And this is a huge shopping center. We'll go to the other end so you can kind of see how big this shopping center is. It's a real asset for Monroe. We have our Ross's, Marshall's, Five Below, several other stores. So and to kind of show you where it is, we're going to swing around here and let you see. I'm going to pull the camera up just a little bit. Whoa, there we go. There you can get an idea there. And see, this is the bypass, our 78 over here to the left. And we'll swing over there so you can see 78, and there's proximity to 78 here. Well, this is it. This is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment.
Hi, welcome to Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. Our member show is still going on. It has been judged, and we had our reception last week. So when you come in now, you'll see the ribbons, and you can see what won Best in Show, and then we have 2D, 3D, functional pottery, photography, fiber, and a youth category in this particular show. So as you're walking around, you can argue with the judges about their picks. The judges came here from Athens. It was Jack and Amanda Burke, and they're involved with the Linden House and other artful things going on in Athens, accomplished artists and teachers themselves as well. So they were our judge, and we had our reception and gave out our prize money, and the awards are pinned so you can see what they chose. And it's always kind of fun to see. People don't usually agree with the judges, and that's kind of fun to just see what they like. It's really, people have asked me through the years, you know, is there a rubric, or is there some kind of point system, or some kind of official way that judges judge the shows? And from talking to, I guess by now, at least a dozen or more judges, no, there's not. It's pretty subjective. They pick what they like, and they don't pick what they don't like, and it's just a matter of taste. One judge even said, you know, if I came tomorrow, I might pick a completely different set of winners. So it's pretty subjective. They have their opinions, and you have yours. And it's a great show nonetheless. Lots of beautiful things to look at. We've had several sales out of this show, which is wonderful for the artists, and so still encourage you to come and look and see. And you might even want to pick up a piece of art for your office or for your home, and that directly supports our artists here that are members. So come and take a look and see what won. The big thing coming up this week is on February 12th. That's on Saturday. We are having our Super Bowl Saturday, and we spell it S-O-U-P, super, because you will get a bowl of soup or chili. I think we might even have some barbecue and mac and cheese donated to us. If so, we'll have that out. Cookies and brownies and desserts as well. So you will come in and buy a $15 bowl. These bowls are made by our potters, either here in our pottery studio, by our instructor, Rebecca Braswell, or some of her students, or some of our shop potters as well, like Linda Russell has made some bowls. I'm not sure if Mindy Murphy has or not, but we'll have over 100 bowls made by probably around a dozen potters, and they make these and they donate them to us. This is not a fundraiser per se for the Pottery Studio. This is kind of their gift to us for all the hard work that we put into running the Pottery Studio and keeping things going down there. So this is a little fundraiser for MWCA as a whole. So the potters make them, donate them to us, and then we sell them for $15. All different kinds of sizes, small bowls, big bowls, soup bowls, salad bowls, all kinds of shapes and colors, all kinds of styles. Some are thrown, some are hand-built, some have tentacles on them, just fun things. Some are etched and beautiful glazes. So you come, you pick out your favorite bowl, and then you'll get a to-go container of soup or salad that's made by the board here and volunteers and by the potters, and a dessert. And it's just a fundraiser for us. And that's, of course, the Saturday before the Super Bowl on Sunday. So you can take some chili home or soup. You'll have some great food and some beautiful serving bowls to serve on Super Bowl Sunday. So that is Saturday, February 12th. We'll also have drop-in workshops. We may have a new workshop for you, waiting to get confirmation on that, but we'll have a pottery workshop. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, they're either making a wall pocket or that you could put letters in, mail, throw your keys in there, or put succulents in it, plants, dried flowers, that kind of thing, or a pitcher, a pouring pitcher. I'm not sure which they're going to make, but we'll have a pottery project. Julie will be here with her beaded bracelets, 1,000,000 beads to choose from. We may have a new artist to us who does macrame and is teaching. So she may be here that day doing a plant hanger. If not that day, she'll be here a different day. But so we may have some other workshops as well. So we'll have the soup, we'll have the drop-in workshops, we'll have lots of fun. Our Super Bowl Saturdays have been really, really popular. And we may even put the bowls out a few days early so you can come on in and pick out your favorite. But participate with us. It's a minimum $15 donation. Of course, you can give more if you would like. And that goes to support all of our efforts here, all the things that we do here at MWCA, community outreach and art classes and scholarships and all kinds of things that we do for the community. So come in, get a class list, see everything that we have going on, check the gallery out, check us out at monroewaltonarts.org, and we hope to see you soon.
This is Sunday, February the 6th. We're over here showing you, this is where the old Carver Gym was. A lot of memories here at this gym, and as you can see, it has totally been destroyed, and they are cleaning it up now, but this is what's left of the Carver Gym.